Nah, I'm back. Now this video is mainly about to be Battlefield 5, and there's a reason. In the early September, sorry, I just drank something. In early September, there will be an open beta for everyone. Now, for me, I don't know when the open beta is for me because I got it deluxe edition. But let's talk about it. I know this is pretty late, but I just want to let you guys know before you start playing to realize that all the hate it was getting because of this chick on the cover. Now, I didn't follow into Battlefield until this year. I'm a big guy at Battlefield now, and I'm actually glad to be to an extent. And I might be getting Black Ops 4, and I know that they took out like the campaign, if I believe, or if that was just a rumor. I'll be really mad if it just was. But hold on. Dang it. All right. Well, basically is if you pre-ordered it, that's up to you. I don't really know what to say because there's a lot of things I can ramble on to and I can get sidetracked and then I forget what I was going to talk about next. So let's try my best. First things first, trailer. Trailer was absolutely amazing. The graphics is insane. The and for me personally, because I looked between Battlefield 1, this game trailer, to Battlefield 5, basically the World War II version. Now, I looked at both of them. I was comparing them. For me personally, Battlefield 1's trailer is still my favorite. It's it looks epic. It has a lot more action, but Battlefield 5's, it's exciting to an extent. It's I don't really know how to say this, but it's not really that exciting, but I can tell you probably once I get the game it'll be really fun. And mostly it's the trailer that was getting everyone to not like the game until they found out, oh, Battlefield 1, you had to pay for the premium to get like this map and all that, which I had the premium. I did it when it was on sale, but people didn't like how you had to pay for the DLCs, which is understandable. Now, Battlefield 5's supposedly DLCs are free. Now, for me, I don't think that's really true, but I'm just saying, okay, maybe. But you gotta realize, how would they make their money if they don't, if they just do free DLCs, basically free premium? I think that's to an extent. I think that's only for pre-order people. I don't know. The only thing that I realized that found out a lot of people wanted was customization for Battlefield in general. Hold on, guys. Great. Hello? Hold on, guys. Give me one sec. Something's going up. Yeah, look at that. It's back. Alright. Well, back to what I was saying was because I'm customizations for Battlefield. I guess a lot of people wanted that for Battlefield in general, and they finally brought it into Battlefield 5, which a lot of people liked. Me and my clan, we thought red and black would be a good colors for everyone, and so I guess that's what we're doing. Anyway, let me get back on track. Battlefield 1 went way back into World War 1. That's why it was called Battlefield 1. I had conspiracies when I first got the game that after this they're gonna go straight to World War 2. I thought it was gonna be last year that they would have World War 2 game, and I guess they didn't. That's when Call of Duty got their World War 2, which was fun to a limit, and then it got basically dumb. But other than that, it was okay. Me and my friend were playing it all the time. But when they brought out Black Ops 4, I was like, oh god. I was like excited until they found out that it was Back to the Future. I thought they would at least be smart enough to not go Back to the Future, but then I started thinking Black Ops 4 or Black Ops 3 was practically in the future, so why not Black Ops 4? And here's the catch. Now, my friend wants Black Ops 4, and I'm perfectly fine with it. If that's what he wants, go right ahead. But for me, I don't know, because of the Battle Royale mode. Everything is going the way Fortnite wants, and I don't think that Fortnite is a good game. Yeah, I know it's contact. It's a good game to play with friends, but it seems like 3 months you have to pay $10 for season pass, which is, if you got the money, go for it. But for me, it's just dumb. It's not fun if you have to pay to get that. Like, the season pass is there, it's in the name. Every other game, a season pass, you pay it once, you pay the season pass. There you go, you got every single DLC. You don't have to pay anything else. But if you're gonna keep on having like season passes every 3 months and you have to pay and pay and pay, you're just practically begging the people that are playing the game to give them money, and they don't know it. They haven't found out that what they're doing is just wasting money for a game that has this thing called season pass, where I don't know. Let me get back on track for Battlefield 5. Alright, so the tanks did, I basically heard the tanks are pretty easy to destroy, and people are saying they need to buff it. I totally agree with them, because I was watching gameplay of it and I realized that, hey, these are easy to destroy. And same with the planes. One of my clan members, he's one of the best pilots in the game. And I was telling him, hey, the planes are pretty bad in the game. Like, they're easy to destroy, but I don't know how he feels about that. Man, no one has come yet. It's just me. I don't know anything else. Let me see here. Alright. So, hold on guys. Give me a sec. Alright. So, back to what I was saying. I just had to leave the party real quick. Here, let me just quit this game. Alright, so back to what I was saying was the reviving mechanic. Now, if you're a medic, I heard that it's faster to revive people, which obviously, and it actually does the animation. It's not like you poke the person and he automatically comes back to life. No, you actually like put it in his like shoulder or something, like the syringe, and you pick him up while it's in there. I think that's how it is. Anyway, the now if you're like a assault support pilot or whatever, one of those besides the medic, you can still revive your teammate and your squad. Now you can't revive anyone else, but it's just in your squad. And I think what I've heard, that you can drag, like say you're playing the game and one of your squad mates get down, you can go over to him, you can drag him to like a covered area and you can revive him there. That's what I've heard, and I think that's a good idea, because a lot of medics on this game, Battlefield 1, die from just reviving. And the smoke, I've heard, is pretty bad. It's not as what it used to be on Battlefield 1, but this is all what I've heard on the closed alpha, which in a couple of months will be open beta. And I'll make gameplay on the open beta when I can. I'll play one game and then I'll make one. And for me, so far what I've heard, the game's pretty fun. I think the reason why it got a lot of hate was because of the girl with the bionic arm. Now, my dad told me about this. People actually had those bionic arms. It was, I think, called the hook, or like a hook something. Anyway, people actually had those, but they weren't in the, like, on the field, as I think. Anyway, one of the YouTubers that I watched actually said, if you watch the trailer, there's a part with this bridge that is like broken, and he was wondering if this was a Cold War era, a apocalypse era, you know, or the very edge of World War II. And he was confused. And the fact that you can throw grenades back and shoot it in the air, I think it's gonna be fun, because you can say, okay, I'm throwing the grenade, get ready to shoot. But I think you're gonna have to get used to throwing the grenades back if you're playing Battlefield 1 all the time. And I just think it's gonna be really fun to play it. I don't know how it's gonna go my first time. The 3D spawning, supposedly what I heard, people wanted that for the longest time. I think, they had it on Battlefield 4, I think they had it. Nah, can it be? Nah. And I don't know. And people wanted it. Well, for me, that looks better, because you know where he's his environment, you know, where he's at. And the only thing is that, I don't know, people are saying they don't really like it, but that's just them. The only thing I'm hyped for the game is not war stories, and that's another thing about the war stories, but the how you're able to have free DLCs for multiplayer. That's what I like about this. And it's not just that, it's the combat and everything, but about the war stories, co-op war stories. Now, very excited about that, because now me and my clan member or one of my friends can play war stories on a game where it would normally not do that. And I think if they would have did it on Battlefield 1, a lot more people would be excited for the war stories. But we got a little sneak peek of it on the, I think, revealing trailer, or I think it was multiplayer trailer for the Battlefield 5. And I didn't really understand it. There's a lot of women in the game, which I'm not sexist. I'm just saying that I would normally see men. And let's see, V1 rocket. Now they got the V1 rocket exactly how it sounds. They got the planes where what's it called? Hold on, let me look it up real quick. But it's like called the death whistle. Let me look it up real quick. It's yeah, I'm just on YouTube right now. Let's see. World War II planes. Let's see. So yeah, they got the V1 rocket looks exactly how it looks on the actual war, in the actual war. Oh, here we go. So the dive bombers, that's what they were called, the Ju-87 Stuka. They would basically go down and you just hear them whistle. It's like a little siren. They'll go down and it gets to a point where they'll pull up and the bomb will drop off. And I guess they got that exactly almost. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff about Battlefield 5 that I can talk about, but I'm gonna have to write this all down and all that, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to talk about everything. I feel like I did, but I don't think I did at the same time. What else? I don't know how the packs are gonna be like. I think they're gonna be the same. So I know we were talking about Battlefield 5, but hear me out on Call of Duty. Now, Call of Duty's World War II was best selling. It was probably one of the best Call of Duties out there. Yeah, I think it was like a remake of the first Call of Duty, but it was best selling for a little bit, just because they went back time for World War II. Now, if you go back, if you look up Battlefield 1 trailer, like reaction trailer, they'll like say, oh, they'll react to Battlefield 1, right, the trailer, and then they'll tell you about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, how they went to space and all that. It's like Space Wars. And I think that's what made Call of Duty realize that they'll just throw out another Black Ops, and that's when Black Ops 3 came out. I think that was like a couple years. I think that's like, I don't know. Anyway, it cut to the chase. Actually, I have no idea. I should pretend that never happened. Black Ops 4. Thinking about getting it because my friend is. I think it'll be fun if you have a friend with you. I think that's the reason why I might get it. Now there's rumors saying there's no campaign, which most likely there isn't if a lot of people are tweeting about it and all. And that there's a battle royale mode. I think I'll just go on there just for the multiplayer. I think that's the only reason why I'll get Battlefield, or not Battlefield, Black Ops 4. I was watching a video. Now you guys know me, I'm a big NBA guy, and I was already thinking about getting the new 2K. People are saying 2K is already dead, and that it's just a mess. It's one of the worst gaming games out there. For me, that's, you have to have more proof than just saying, oh, it's a mess and all that blah blah blah. You have to have more proof. You can't just be your opinion. It has to be like other people's opinion to make it really believable, because if it's just you, then I don't know. That's about it. That all I got. Now, if you guys look up Alex the Bleach Master, he's we actually known each other for 10 years. Good guy. I'll Bleach, and here and there, I'll admit, Alex, if you're watching, I'll watch some Bleach fights, but not as often. But when he's like in like my PlayStation party, we don't talk about Bleach. We don't, well, we did it one time, but that was just for fun. I don't talk about my NBA. He doesn't talk about Bleach that often. We mostly talk about the game that we're playing, which I feel like that's good, and we both don't get confused. We don't, the NBA or sports in general or anime in general, we don't want to do that. The only two animes that I actually watched is Naruto and Dragon Ball. The reason why I launched Dragon Ball because of Alex, when he and his brother would watch it all the time, and I'll come down there and watch it with him. Naruto is, I watched by myself. It was pretty good. Anyway, I'm gonna probably end the stream right now. Yeah, let me check real quick. So I re-downloaded Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know if I'll do a broadcast on that, but I guess we'll see tomorrow. My school starts the 18th of July, so you're gonna see me not upload as often. It's mostly about to be just the weekends. I'm not those type of people that upload every day, as you can see from my channel. The reason why I don't upload that often is because I don't really feel the need to, and I feel like no one's gonna come like right now, so I'm basically talking to myself, it feels like. And anyway, back to the subject. Battlefield 5 is a great game for me, especially Battlefield 1. I play it daily. I deleted it like, what, what was it, last December, or around last year, like close to this year, but last year I deleted it. And then Marcos told me, a good friend of mine told me to re-download it, and we were playing and playing, and I started getting into it, you know. And then I was talking to one of these guys called King Nucci, and we were talking and talking, we became friends, and we never talked since until a couple almost 5 weeks ago. And we were talking and talking, and he said, hey, I'm in a clan, you want to join? And I said sure, and found out it's one of the oldest clans in Battlefield history. And I told Tristan he had to join, and he did. He plays this game too. He had this game for probably the same amount of time as me. He deleted it the same amount of time I did, but he re-downloaded it like almost 2 weeks ago. So he's getting into it. He's starting to like it again. He said that the fact that you can throw the grenades back and you can shoot it in the air, he thought that was stupid. He's not gonna get it, which for me, in my opinion, that's just an excuse. You may say that right now, but it might be very helpful in the long run. And that's another thing I just remembered: the building mechanic on Battlefield, the new one. You can actually build like cover, which is very going to be helpful. Like you could be someone on build duty, you can be someone on all this different stuff to help win the game. And the grand operation is going to have 4 days. The fourth day meaning sudden death. Basically, if you die, you're out of the game. Well, you can spectate, but you're just not going to respawn. Anyway, I was telling him all this stuff, and he's most likely gonna download the open beta for Battlefield. I know I'm going to download the Black Ops 4 beta, and yeah, Battlefield 5 beta. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if I said that right. But we're gonna find out if it's really worth it before. Well, I already know it's worth it for me for Battlefield 5. I watched everything. I listened to everybody. I even read things, so I know I'm set for Battlefield 5. It's Black Ops 4 that I need to really play the game to see if I even like it. Now, I spent like $87 on Battlefield 5, which for me, I would understand that because I got the deluxe edition. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're watching this, shout out to Alex the Bleachmaster. Shout out to him. You'll find his channel. Just yeah, you'll find it. And I'll see you probably the week or maybe 2 days before I go back to school, so I can get more info on Battlefield and Call of Duty. So yeah, I'm gonna be busy for the weekend, so I would say I'll be on doing this tomorrow, but since I got things to do for schooling and all, I can't. So very sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed. And another thing, if you ever play Battlefield 1, you know there's a thing called like the road to Battlefield 5. Okay. Now I've been doing this since this is stage 2, obviously, but I've been doing this since I think early June. Oh yeah, so I got that. And this. I need to find out where that's at. Anyway, so I'm gonna head out. I think I got like 94 days left on until it downloads. Yeah, so I'm gonna peace out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment below what you think about what I said, like if you agree with some of the stuff I said, if you disagreed, if you got any more information about Battlefield 5, Black Ops 4, anything, any like suggestions what to do on Battlefield 1 before Battlefield 5 hits, like challenges, anything. Leave a comment below what to do. I'll look at them, I'll make sure I got everything that I needed, and we'll go on from there. So hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and as always, yeah, I'm not gonna even continue. That was the most bad thing I could do. Anyway, bye. Later, guys. Later.